In today's video, we're taking a look at how to install Crimp MC4 connectors, easy and simple. It's so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and connecting things is in your mind. You notice that you got to extend your wire or that one of your wires needs replacement. Don't worry. Here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. A boat ride away, then a train stop, but a back is a back. And the first thing that we're going to need is a crimping tool. In this particular case, we have the iCrimp solar PV panel crimping tool. We'll leave links on the description, and it doesn't matter if you have this kit or a different tool, the technique will be the same. And things that you're going to need for this installation that already come in the kit, and the first one is the crimping tool. In this particular tool, you can crimp wire sizes of 14 gauge, 12 gauge, and 10 gauge. If you want to open the tool, you just squeeze on it and it springs open. And if you notice in front of the tool, you're going to see 3 spots where you place your pin and wire. In the front, we have the 14 gauge, in the middle we have the 12 gauge, and on the back we have the 10 gauge, and that's the one that we're going to use today. Next, we have a spring-loaded shear cutter, which can be used to cut the wire and to strip. If you want to cut some wire, you would use it just like a scissors and just cut. What you want to do is take the shears and place it on the wire and very lightly squeeze on them as you use a twist up and down motion as you add an additional very lightly squeeze. Meanwhile, you keep doing the up and side scoring action, and we like to do this in phases. We score it a little bit, we check the wire, and then repeat, because you don't want to cut the strands of the wire. You can also use regular wire strippers, or what we like to use is self-adjusting wire strippers. We'll leave links on the description. Next, we have the most important thing other than you, and that is the MC4 connectors, depending in your case if you need both female and male connectors, and we're also going to need the female and male pins accordingly. This is also provided on the kit, and to know which one goes which, on the male MC connector housing goes the female pin. So an easy way to remember is opposites attract, and on the female MC4 housing connector goes the male pin. And a pro tip, you always want to verify with your barbecue paper, with your owner's manual, to see which one is the positive and which one is the negative, because this may differ per manufacturer. And to get an easier understanding why one pin is called the female connector and the other the male connector, here is a rated R visual representation of whoever came up with the name means. Let's get back to the video. Next, we have 2 coupler wrench, and this is what's going to help you tighten the connectors after you hand tighten them. So even though we know that you have the strength of Hulk, today you're not going to need it. And if you notice on the sides, we have 2 male pins, 2 tabs that when placed on the MC4 connector tabs can help you remove them a lot easier. The wording on this video is getting harder and harder as it goes. And now you have uncoupled, the wire, wink wink. And now we're ready to start the building process. We want to get our crimping tool and our pin, and in this case we're going to start with our positive wire. In our particular case, that would be the female pin and the male MC4 housing. We're going to take our pin and place the opening towards the M shape of the crimping tool at the bottom, and placing the close end, which is the curved side, to the curved side of the crimping tool. We're going to lightly squeeze our crimping tool just to hold the pin in place, not to create pressure. Then we're going to take our cut and stripped wire and insert it on the back part of our pin, or where the pin is going to be crimped. You want to make sure that you don't crimp any insulation. Then you want to go ahead and press like your life depends on it. Once you notice the tool doesn't go any further, you're done. So what this action does is, once you press the crimping tool, it creates a M-shaped heart which presses the wire. So that means in every connection, you're leaving a little bit of love on the wire, aka torture to get the information. Let's go now and place the housing on our new connection. We're going to take our part, our MC4 housing connector, and once again, remember the female pin goes on the male housing connector. We're going to insert our cap first. Next, we're going to install our strain relief, which inside has a compression sleeve. We want to see a little bit of insulation, and then end by inserting our our male connector body. Once we push in the body to the pin, we should hear a click or at least a feedback that it clicked. We raised a little bit the strain relief and compression sleeve to make a tight fit. And finally, we go ahead and tighten our cap. We hand tighten and then we finish with our wrench. And once you feel it tight, you're gonna feel that it doesn't go anymore. Remember, never over tighten because everything is plastic and we wanna keep that waterproof feature intact. And now you've done it, grasshopper. We're ready for the next connection. Just like before, we're gonna have our crimping tool. We're gonna have our pin, in this case, the male pin. We're gonna have the open side to the M looking side, the rounded off part to the rounded off part at the top. We're gonna insert our wire, remembering not to have any insulation in the crimping area, and then thinking of that loved one and pressing as hard as you can. I mean, showing love, love, love. And remember, just like before, opposites attract. So we have the male pin and we're gonna use the female housing connector body. We insert the cap, then the relief strain with compression sleeve inside. Already we show a little bit of insulation. Then we insert our female MC4 body housing connector. We either hear or feel the click. We raise our compression sleeve with strain relief, and then we finish off by tightening the cap. We do this hand tight, and then we bring the big guns, the wrenches, and finish tightening. Once we feel it tight, that's good enough. The last thing you want is to break it and have to explain to your significant other that you have to buy a few more things. I mean, you are the king, queen, both, or none of your castle. What you say is what goes. Just don't say it loud enough. Keep it to yourself. The less people that know, the better. Wink, wink. And now you've done it. There's no MC4 connection you can't build, especially when it's rated R. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.